it is so hot in here right now, and these bright lights are just not helping anything. Okay, let's get through this video. It's Shani, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. So welcome back to a new video that I am so excited, super excited, really pumped to do. If you guys are on top of your makeup news, you guys will know that Makeup Forever recently did a big shocking move, and they reformulated their cult favorite, super popular, many people's holy grail foundation, which is the HD foundation. They decided to reformulate it, slightly repackage it, and come out with the new Ultra HD foundation. The Ultra HD foundation is a replacement of the original HD foundation. So if the original HD was your holy grail, because it was one of my holy grail go-to foundations for the longest time. If you guys have been following my channel for a couple years, you guys probably would have heard me mention this quite a bit on my channel in the past. So when Makeup Forever decided to reformulate and replace the old formula, that raised some eyebrows and got me thinking, hey, I kind of want to do a head-to-head comparison to see, is the new Ultra HD a good replacement of the original HD? Has Makeup Forever messed it up? Have they improved it? What's the deal with this? So that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. I'm going to be doing a true head-to-head comparison on the old HD formula versus the new Ultra HD formula. Now for some basic information on the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. This foundation does retail for $43, which I believe was approximately the price of the old one. The shade I was in the original HD was number 173, and Makeup Forever has taken the original HD line and released many more colors. I believe they have all of the same colors pulled over into their new Ultra HD line, and they have added many more. The shade I'm in the new Ultra HD is called Y445, but it does say 173 equals Y445. So Makeup Forever has renamed, relabeled the new colors, but if you only know your shade in the old formula, they do kind of tell you what the shade match was from the old formula to the new formula. As far as the claims on the new Ultra HD formula, this says that it is a best-selling HD foundation that appears more invisible, comfortable, and natural looking than ever. The point of the Makeup Forever HD formula was to basically look flawless, look amazing in HD photography and HD video. So this Ultra HD foundation came out as kind of an upping the game kind of thing, because now HD isn't just 720p or 1080p. Now there's a 4K HD. So the Ultra HD foundation is supposed to be able to look good and realistic and natural in 4K HD setting. It claims to have a medium coverage with a lightweight texture. It's long lasting, and it has hyaluronic spheres for time-released hydration that ensures comfortable wear on all skin types. And there are 40 shades in this line, so there is a lot of colors to pick from. So to really give this Ultra HD foundation a good test and to see, is it worth the replacement? Did Makeup Forever do a good job in replacing the cult favorite HD foundation and reformulating it? I decided to do a head-to-head comparison on my face. So on the right side of my face, I have the old tried and true cult favorite HD foundation, and on the left side of my face, I have the new Ultra HD foundation. I went ahead and did a demo of me applying both of these onto my face so you guys can see how they apply in comparison with one another. Let's go ahead and jump into the demo. So here is one pump of the old Makeup Forever HD foundation. You guys can see it's kind of liquidy, but it's not super liquidy. Like, it still kind of stays in place. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the old formula on this side of my face, the right side of my face. with the one pump of the old Makeup Forever HD applied to the right side of my face and no foundation on the left side of my face. So you can see the HD, the original HD at least, was not a full coverage foundation, but it does cover up most of like the hyperpigmentation and the redness I have. But this is definitely buildable. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it at one pump. So I went ahead and washed my beauty blender so I could go in with the new Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation and apply this to the left side of my face. So here is one pump of the new Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, and you guys can see instantly this one is much more liquidy. It just kind of goes everywhere. You can see that. And we're gonna go ahead and apply this to the left side of my face and continue to bump that in. Now, the reason I'm using my beauty blender for this is because I like using my beauty blender for most foundations, and I've loved using it for the original HD. So I figured it would probably work really well for the Ultra HD as well. Just up front, I can tell that this is giving me a lot more coverage than this HD side was giving me, it seems like. And it's definitely lighter. You could tell the texture of it was much more liquidy on the back of my hand, and it feels lighter on the skin as well. So there is one pump of the Makeup Forever Ultra HD on the left side of my face compared to the original HD on the right side of my face. We're gonna go ahead and give this side a couple of minutes to set. In the meantime, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some concealer just under my eyes. I'm not gonna do any crazy highlighting or anything like that because I want you guys to see the natural finish of this foundation and how it actually wears throughout the day. Foundation a couple of minutes to set as I was putting on my concealer, you guys can see the final look of it. Now, it is not by any means a matte finish foundation. This foundation has never been matte. It's very natural looking. It looks like natural skin. It has a slight satiny finish, not incredibly dewy, but this will definitely start looking dewy throughout the day on my oily skin, which is why I will be setting it with the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Powder. I will say one thing I do love about this foundation, and it's something I loved about the original as well, and the new one is the same way. It does not sink into my pores, nor does it emphasize any dry areas that I have on my skin. And also remember, I did not put on a face primer before applying this foundation, which is very unlike me, and honestly, I only did it because I forgot to put one on. Normally I would, but we'll see how it works without a primer. No sinking into pores so far, so far so good. Alrighty, so I went ahead and finished up the rest of my makeup with the exception of lip product because I'm going to be filming a lip swatch review video right after this, which you guys will see on Thursday. I just went ahead and put on a very matte finish blush, just very lightly, just to give a little bit of color to my cheeks. So it is currently 2:45 in the afternoon right now, and I'm going to wear this foundation for a good 8 hours throughout the day so you guys can see how it wears throughout the day and if one side wears away more or looks more oily or looks more shiny or is just looking a little or how it's feeling throughout the day. So I will catch you guys in on my first check-in. Alrighty guys, so it is now 4:31. So I've had this foundation on for almost 2 hours now. Alright, so you guys can see it's looking really good at the 2 hour mark. Normally at this time, I would definitely go in and blot because once again, I have oily skin. As far as which side is holding up better than the other, it kind of seems like they're both holding up pretty equally. I don't know, what do you guys think? Old, new? Maybe the old one is a little bit more glowy, but I think they're looking pretty equal. As far as the way it feels, this one definitely feels lighter. There's no doubt about it. Like when I feel my skin, I can almost just kind of feel my skin. Like it doesn't feel like makeup on this side. And on this side, it definitely has a little bit more of a makeup-y feel. Probably shouldn't do that too much because I feel like I'm wiping away the product. So at the almost 2-hour mark, we're looking pretty good. I will go ahead and check it in a couple more hours to see how it's wearing then. Check-in number 2, it is now 7:48 in the evening. So I've had this foundation on for pretty much exactly 5 hours. Go ahead and zoom you guys in so we can see how it's looking. So here's how it is wearing. This is the original HD side and the new Ultra HD side. Looking at it really up close in a mirror, I mean, I'm looking pretty shiny, but that's on both sides. I think the new Ultra HD is looking just a little bit more shiny, particularly here in my cheek area. Remember, I didn't put on any highlight or any sort of glittery anything on my face, so any glow you're seeing is natural. And one thing I do want to show you is right here in my smile lines. I don't know if you guys can see right here, but I have a little bit of foundation kind of built up in that area and kind of creasing in that area. I know that definitely could have been prevented had I used a primer underneath because I don't normally have that creasing issue. Overall, the foundation is looking okay. It's not breaking up on my skin, but oil is definitely coming to the surface. But it's not like you can see patches of actual makeup or anything like that. So at the 5-hour mark, we're looking pretty good. I'm not going to blot this or anything, so you guys will see in a couple more hours how this foundation wears after a full 8 hours of no blotting or anything like that. I'll check in a couple of hours so we can see how this foundation is progressing, and we can see, is the new Ultra HD just as good or better than the original HD? I'll see you guys soon. Alrighty guys, so it is now 10:56 in the evening. It is almost 11 o'clock and I have had this foundation on for over 8 hours now. I did not blot throughout the day, nor did I try to touch my face very much. I just kind of let the foundation do as it does. Looking at both sides in a mirror, I will say I feel like the original HD side is slightly less oily than the new Ultra HD side. Not by very much. They both definitely look greasy. There's no doubt about that. But for some reason, the Ultra HD, especially on the cheek area, if you guys can see, it looks a little less oily. I know the Ultra HD did claim to have hyaluronic spheres in it to kind of give your skin bursts of moisture throughout the day. And while my skin doesn't really need that, you know, it could be nice for drier skin. At this point, just feeling them, this side, the new Ultra HD side, feels a little bit more oily, and the normal HD side, the original one, feels much less oily. It feels a little bit more powdery, but I don't think the difference is that noticeable, to be honest. I don't think in the camera you guys can really see a difference because I had to get super up close into a mirror to actually tell a difference. So as for my overall conclusions, do I think the new Ultra HD is a good replacement of the original HD formula? Yes. I honestly don't think much has changed other than the fact that the new Ultra HD is a little bit more lightweight. It still goes on pretty similarly and it lasts very similarly, at least on my oily skin, throughout the day. I think if you have a bottle of original HD, go ahead and use it up before picking up one of the Ultra HDs. And even when you do have to replace your HD and get an Ultra HD, I honestly don't think you'll be disappointed in it. I think it's very, very comparable. So that is it. That wraps up my review on the new Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope the demo and the head-to-head comparison was useful to you. Please thumbs up this video if you guys found it helpful because it really helps out my video a lot. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have tried out the new Ultra HD formula and what you guys think of it, because as far as my head-to-head comparison, they seem pretty similar, but I'm sure that would be different on different skin types. So let me know what your experience was. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video on Thursday. I'll see you then. Bye! Not as liquidy as the Lime Crime Velveteens or the ColourPop Ultra Matte lipsticks, but it's also shades that I have been rocking and will continue to be rocking for the rest of the summertime.